This short video is going to walk you through how to download and install VirtualBox, as well as a Blockchain Trading Alliance developer class image. Remember, it is your responsibility as a student to download this image before class starts and to verify that it works on your hardware. If it doesn't, please reach out to us before class starts so we can talk about alternative lab environments you might be able to use. The first step is to download VirtualBox from Oracle's VirtualBox site. These links will also be included in the email you receive, but you want to go to virtualbox.org/wiki/downloads, and you'll see there are options no matter what platform you're running: Windows, Mac on OS X, Linux, or even a Solaris box. Once you get VirtualBox installed, you're going to download a zip file. The zip file you download will be different depending on the course that you're taking. In this case, I'm using our Hyperledger Composer developer course as an example, but your zip file might be slightly different. Here I've downloaded this zip file, and I have it in a folder called BTA class. I'm going to go ahead and unzip this file, and I'm going to keep it right in that exact same folder. Now, depending on the host operating system that you're using, this piece may look and feel a little bit different, but hopefully you're able to figure out how to unzip a file onto your computer okay. We'll give this a minute to go ahead and decompress. All right, my zip file is finished unzipping. You'll see I now have two files in my folder, a VDI and my zip file. I can now delete the zip file if I want. We're not going to need it for anything else. Although you may want to consider keeping a copy around, just so you always have a fresh starting point for your lab environment in case anything gets messed up. Now let's go ahead and create a virtual machine around this image that we've downloaded. I'm going to go ahead and start VirtualBox. And in VirtualBox, I'm going to go ahead and create a new machine using this new button. I'm going to go ahead and name my machine BTA class, but you're free to call it anything you want. Under type, I'm going to choose Linux, and I want to make sure I have Ubuntu 64-bit selected. On the next screen, we determine how much RAM we're going to give this machine. While you can get by with a gig, 2 gigs is desirable, and 4 is optimal. So if you can afford to give this virtual machine 4 gigs, it's going to run really well. But like I said, if you're on a machine that's really tight on memory, you can get away with going down as low as 1 gig or 1,024 megabytes. On this screen, where I'm asked to pick a hard disk, I want to choose this third option. I want to use an existing virtual hard disk file. And I'm going to go ahead and hit this Browse dialog. And this is where I want to select the VDI file that I just unzipped. Let's go ahead and select that. And let's click Create to create this machine. You'll see I now have BTA class as one of my available virtual machines. Let me go ahead and start this machine. This virtual image will take just a moment to boot up. It may take a little bit longer the very first time booting up. That's okay. And when I'm presented the login window here, I want to log in with a password of password1. So all lowercase, PASSWORD, and then the number 1, and hit enter. You should be able to log on and get to the desktop in your Ubuntu environment. If you've gotten this far, good news. The lab should work for you without any problems. It's just as one final test, go ahead and launch an application. How about Google Chrome, the browser? And we'll just make sure it starts up okay. And sure enough, it does. So I've got a working lab environment here. I can go ahead and shut it down by clicking in this gear in the top right and choosing the shutdown option. And that's it. At this point, I've been able to download this image, create a new machine around it, start up my image, and verify that it's working correctly. Now I'm all ready for class.